All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakodash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And as you see here, it says how the pharmaceutical industry is tricking your minds. So, Lord willing, I'm going to play this video and bring out the precepts. Right, so first thing I want to mention is how, as the scripture says, matter of fact, it's in the book of Ezekiel 28:3. This is Ezekiel 28 in the 3rd verse, and it reads, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom, with thine wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches," right? So the verse 3 tells us, thou art wiser than Daniel. And we know that this devil searches out a far and wide, and is into all different types of lives or ways of life to pollute, to destroy, and to make profit off of, right? We know Esau is a very cunning man, right? So just the fact that the psychology of colors, how he puts colors in media and advertisement, right? That's why when you look at all fast food chains, they all resemble the same sort of colors, yellows and reds and blues, because all of those different colors provoke different emotions. That going into the psychology and understanding of colors, right? Then greens for a certain mood. Same when they say the mood ring. Oh, whatever whatever color your mood ring turns, that's how you're feeling at that particular moment, right? So we understand that this is to be true, right? And here he says, he brought in the red pill and he brought in the blue pill. Why does blue, when you see blue, it makes you sleepy when you think about medication, right? Because this devil, he does a diligent search, as the scripture says, man. He does a diligent search, right? And with this wisdom, he has gotten the riches. He's able to manipulate, the food. He's able to take out certain nutrients or nutrients from the plants, man. And then tell you, we're going to sub this into Beyond Meat, where you still have the nutrients in this. It just came out with an article of him saying he just made golden lettuce, which is 30 more times beneficial and filled with 30 times more vitamins, man. When we know that to be false. Yahweh Shema Shai made everything perfect. But here it is. This devil believes he can be better than the Most High. And this is why he does these things, right? So it says, with thine wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches. Same with the medical industry. Petroleum wasn't always in medicines, man. And we can't even call what this devil, creates as medicine, because really medicine stemmed from the earth. For example, I believe it's your pain medication. I can't think of the name at the moment, but nevertheless, pain medication derives from an actual plant, man. It derives from an actual plant. But what does he do? He strips that natural purpose out of that plant to put it in this pain medication and fill it with a bunch of other drugs. Hence the FDA. All right. Why is it that your food and your drugs are one and the same? When they should be, you shouldn't even be taking drugs, man. But this is how this devil moves. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab a precept in the book of Job 13. This is Job 13:4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value." Right? Because every medication that Esau puts on the market, which we know that word pharmacy goes back to the word Pharmekia, which means witchcraft. Because think about it. He doesn't create anything for you to be cured. It's all for suppression, right? because he wants you to get hooked on these medications, man. I believe it's a document, well, not a documentary. It's a show on Netflix, that speaks about how opiates, how people got hooked on opiates when he brought them to the market, man. Hey, the dude, he lost his pill because he ended up getting injured. I believe he worked for like some car dealership or something like that. He ended up injuring his back. The doctors prescribed him the opiates or the opioids, right? And what happened? Hey, you started to see as the show progressed how addicted he got to it. It helped him for the moment, but then he had to double his dose. And then he had to triple his dose. And then it got down to a point where when he didn't have any more or lost the pill, hey, the dude literally went in his house and was turning over the furniture, was moving the fridge and the stove just to find that one pill. Right? So that's a physician of no value because you're not curing him. You're actually making this condition worse. Hey, because you're basically what's the word? You're keeping them like dangling a carrot in front of his face, man. Oh, as long as you believe you can obtain that carrot or get that medication, hey, you're gonna be content. Same with people that get these over-the-counter medicines, man. They get them because they relieve the pain for that moment. But it never actually helps them, man. Right? So I'm going to go back to it. Right, so he brought up Nurofen and how they basically said there was multiple usages for this Nurofen, period cramps, but it was the same exact medication, right? But you see how he's marketed, people's ignorance. And then the scriptures tell you, you go to him for the one of all things, right? So I'm gonna grab another precept. This is from the book of Exodus 22, because this is who Esau is. This is Exodus 22:18. It says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." Right, when you go into this word witch, 37:84, H37:84 says to practice witchcraft or sorcery, to use witchcraft, right? To practice magic, to enchant, to practice sorcery. See if it has any more on this. To use enchantments, magic. As a matter of fact, let's go into this word. Here we go. This is the word Pharmekia, man, or pharmacy. Here we go. Pharmacy. It says, here we go. From Greek, Pharmekia, a healing or harmful medicine, a healing or poisonous herb, a drug, right? A poisonous potion. It says from Pharmekias, a preparer of drugs, a poisoner, a sorcerer, a drug, a poison, a charm, a spell, an enchantment. The use or administration of drugs. So this is plain, man, and here it gives, basically I don't want to say chronological. It gives like the prefix and suffix, the origin of how these words were derived, man. Right? Now let's get into, the real, matter of fact, before I do that, this is from the book of Revelation 13. Because what he is going to do, which he's already started, is he's going to increase in his witchcraft, over-the-counter medicines and all of that. That was like the first level, right? Drugs on that level is the first level. But next, he's going to go up. And the scripture says this in Revelation 13. And I'm going to start here at 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Right? It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. And when we, and brothers, the apostles, the elders, they all did videos, concerning, Neuralink and all these different biohacking or transhumanistic, devices in which Esau is implanting into people, to give them back the recovery of sight, or to allow them to talk, or to give them a certain motion back in their limbs. And when you look at the general public's, their reaction to these things, they're ecstatic, man. They're happy that these people are quote unquote getting their lives back, but not understanding that they're receiving the same device in which the scriptures say if you receive, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna, you're gonna have your part in the thermonuclear destruction, man, the second death. So here it is, Esau, you have to go under the knife, and that's the thing about his left-handed miracles. When the apostles and ultimately Yahweh Shai were doing forth these miracles, you didn't have to go under the knife. You didn't need no anesthesia. No, it said by thy faith thou hast been made whole or healed, man. Right? So it was the belief within the Lord that they were going to be healed or cured of these ailments, man. Whether it was the blind, the lame, the woman with the issue of blood. They brought men and women back to life, man. Tabitha, when you go into that account in the book of Acts. Right? And we can go on and on. So that's the right-handed miracles versus E on the left. Much like the miracles in which Yahweh Shem Yahshua brought forth through Moses. And then the left hand with the Egyptians, man. It's the same thing. But is no adverse effects to the healing on the right hand. It's just a whole healing, a complete healing. But to Esau's, you're going to have to take a bunch of medications or try to get slowly weaned off of them, even though they're addicting, right? You're going to have a slow recovery period. And if you're old, that same procedure you went in for, you could potentially die, man. Even on his medications that he put forth in the market. He tells you or discloses the detriments that it has onto your health. Oh, yeah, this will cure headaches. But now you'll have internal bleeding, or hemorrhaging, right? This is just how, the left hand goes, man. He tells you, hey, we're here to solve this problem while he's causing 57 other issues. Because ultimately, as the scripture said in the book of Sirach 38, healing cometh from Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, man. This 38, Sirach 38 at the top, it says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which ye may have of him, for the Lord hath created him. For of the Most High Yahweh by Shem Yahshua cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. This is for the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Right? And ultimately, you can take all the herbs you want. If Yahweh Shem Yahshua doesn't allow those herbs to activate within your body and actually work, then you won't receive the benefits of that. Because healing is done on his time. Right? But I just want to show forth, how he gets down. You're attacked on all sides. Even when you think you may be using something that he created for your benefit, it's always an ulterior motive. Right? It says, if you have need of thee, he will use thee. And in this industry specifically, the pills and the medicines are coated in petroleum or coated in what's the pig stuff? I can't think of the name. Lord will it comes back to me, man. Gelatin. They call on Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So even in taking that, you still going off to a point. And that's if it's in those particular capsules. Right? But this is what he does. He's gotten rich from this avenue alone, this area alone, man. Right? And he's going to keep getting rich from it because people are going to continue to utilize it. Here it is. You have medicines made out of the earth, but Esau will lock you up for planting a garden or collecting rainwater, man. And this is just another reason why this devil got to go. You know? But that's the point of the lesson. Hey, Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. And double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to Yaki, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.